guys, so today we are at Rorschach Gym again for our next competition vlog. Today we have a novice competition. So we put a novice competition on every few months for the clients that join us and they haven't competed before, so it's great for first timers. You don't need a singlet, you don't need any of the competition kit, you don't need a membership to the federation. So we get to do these every so often. So today that's what we're doing here. We're hosting one and we've got 4 clients competing. Tom has got 3 clients and I've got a client as well. My client is called Neil, he's an M2. It's his first time competing. And yeah, he's had a bit of an interesting ride in the lead up to the comp. He got COVID a few weeks ago, so he's had to isolate for a little bit. So we're not sure how he's going to get on today, but today is just about the experience and going 9 out of 9. So I'm looking forward to seeing how he does.
Yeah, and I've got 3 clients, as Sarah said. First one is Fiona, so she's one of our built clients in the gym, but she was one of our built clients, which is like our program, which is sort of combines fitness with strength and physical development sort of thing. So she's moved over to the powerlifting side, so she's doing her first comp today. And then I've got 2 online clients, Dan Baker and Emerson Dan, both heavier weight, obviously male lifters. So they're kind of more seriously into powerlifting, looking to use this as their kind of warm-up comp and then do a sanction comp later on in the year. So it'll be good to see how they do. Training's been going really well for all 3 of them, so looking forward to what they hit today. Right, okay guys, so just finished the lifting, packed everything back away. Really good day. Everyone did really well. Really good standard of lifting for a club comp as well. So yeah, just really good day all around. So in flight A we had Fiona. So she went 9 for 9, which is obviously can't do any better than that. Squats, we got 97.5, and she ended with what was probably the biggest ground over squat I've ever seen. Been to a lot of powerlifting comps and I've never seen one that took that long. So yeah, that was pretty impressive. And then bench press, we got so the squat was a 5 kilo PB, all-time PB, and then bench, she ended on 3 for 3 again, ended on 52.5 kilos. She has done that before in the gym, but it was touch and go. So obviously pausing a bench under command is a lot more difficult. So we'd obviously call that a PB as well. And it moved really well, actually. I thought it was going to be a lot more difficult than it ended up being. So maybe 55, but it's always best to play on the safe side, especially with a girl's bench. A 2.5 kilo jump is quite big. So ending on 52.5 for there. And then deadlifts, we went to, so we opened on 117, went to 122.5, and then 127.5. To finish today 9 for 9. Again, the last deadlift was a real grinder. So yeah, we were pretty much bob on with the attempt selection today. I think any more on the squat or the deadlift she'd have failed. So we've kind of squeezed every kilo we could out of those 2. So yeah, ended on a really good day. I think it was a 277.5 kilo total. Obviously first comp going 9 for 9, which is brilliant. So really good day for Fiona.
She did really well.
Yeah.
Neil did really well. He was in flight B, so he was like the first lifter in flight B for most of the day. Neil is an M2, so he's 56, and it was his first comp as well, so he's done really well. We weren't sure what his opener should be coming in because he's had a few weeks off because of COVID, so we kind of went really conservative with the openers and he made everything look really easy today. So he went 9 for 9 today. So on his squat, he opened at 100, which was a little bit under his previous best, which was 107. He went 110 on his second, and then he went 120 on his third. So he finished with 12.5 kilos on his squat. Then on his bench press, we opened at 85, which again was a little bit under his previous best, which was 90. So we went 85, then we went 92.5 for a PB, which he got, and then we went for 100 for the third lift, and he got that as well. So he ended up with 10 kilos onto his bench best. And then his deadlift, he opened at 135, which was a little bit under his PB that he set in the gym last week, which we did at like RP8. So he did 135 opener, which was a little bit under his 140 best. Then he went 145 for a PB, and then he went 155 on his third attempt as well. So he added, during the prep, he added 20 kilograms onto his previous deadlift best as well. So he's added like, 45 kilos onto his previous comp total. So previous like total best. So that was really, really good. And obviously it was his first comp, so we just wanted to go 9 for 9 and make sure that he had a good day, and he's loved it. So hopefully we'll put another comp in the diary for next year for Neil.
Yeah. And then, so in Flight B, I had Emerson and Dan. So Emerson's only 18, so really young lad. Again, obviously, first comp. So squats went really well, 3 for 3 on squats. Finished with 175 kilos, which I think when he started working with me in sort of July time, his best was, I think, 160, maybe 150, something like that. So I think it's about a 20 kilo PB, which is really good. Again, comp depth, moved really well as well. Probably had another 5 kilos if he needed it, but got 3 for 3 on squats. And then bench was a little bit off, to be honest. He benched 110 in training with a comp standard pause, but it just kind of, I don't know, it might have been nerves, or obviously having to listen to the press command. Just kind of threw him off the day. So we opened at 100, got that really easily, jumped to 107, and unfortunately failed it twice. Bench is quite a technical lift compared to the other two. If you get like a little bit out of line, it can make you fail a lift. So bar was kind of coming forward off the chest. So he failed his other two, which is a bit disappointing, because I know he's stronger than that, but this is why we do comps, comp experience, and yeah, so next time he'll definitely get that, and obviously it's something we can work on in training. And then obviously deadlifts last, again went 3 for 3, ended on 205 kg, which is I think when he started working with me it was 180 kilos, so 25 kilo PB. So he's just done really well, and I think he lifted really well for such a young lad. So yeah, and then I had Dan. Dan, we've kind of re-peaked because we did some like sub-maxes probably, I think it was about 6 weeks ago, and then when we decided to put on the club comp, I was like, let's jump into that, do a proper comp. So he was in there, and Dan's like strength has really flown up since I started working with him. So sometimes it's a little bit difficult to know what to put on the bar when the improvements have been so quick. So squats, we went 2 for 3, opened on 205, really easy. Jumped straight to 220 just based on how easy 205 was, but that's 10 kilos more than he's ever had on his back. It was an appropriate attempt, just by the speed of the opener, but he did end up falling backwards. So I think he might have just like kind of panicked a little bit, really like shoved his upper back into the bar and just came onto his heels. So failed it on, obviously stepping back, and then we retook the 220 for the final lift, and he got it nice and easy. So probably again another 10 kilos left in there. But yeah, still happy to get the 220, 10 kilo PB. And then bench, 3 for 3, finished on 120 kilos. Just all were nice and easy. Probably had a little bit more in there as well, so really good on bench. And then deadlifts, again, 3 for 3, finished on 235 kilos, which I think is 10 kilos over his best ever deadlift. So just a really good day for Dan. He was going to do well because he was just like miles stronger than he was last time we kind of tested his maxes. So it was always going to go well, but it was just kind of, picking the right attempts and getting him to go sort of 9 for 9, which obviously we missed, went 8 for 9, but near enough. And just a really good platform for him to get his next comp in. I think he's gonna put some big numbers up at his next comp. So looking forward to see how he does in the future.
Yeah, definitely. And then also we had Fiona finished in third place.
Third place, yeah, based on
the IPF points. So we at novice comps we score it on IPF points based on all of the lifters into one category rather than in weight classes. So Fiona got third out of all the women that were there today, which was really, really good.
Yep.
And Dan also, he finished third as well.
Finished third. He had a 575 kilo total, and I think he was about, I think he weighed in at like 108. So really big total for a first comp, and obviously third based on the body weight equation. So yeah, really good day around, wasn't it? Really.
Yeah.
So obviously another club comp in the bag, really, isn't it?
Yeah. I think that today is kind of proof that when people say that they want to wait to do a competition until they're strong enough, it kind of doesn't really exist, because even if you're really well prepared, like we've seen today with some of the things like with Emerson and with Dan, like things can go wrong even when you don't really, plan for those things to go wrong. Just the nerves of the day and being there in your first comp, it can like really throw you. So I think like just go in and just doing your first comp and getting that in the bag is really important. And now they've all got the first comp under their belt, then hopefully the second comp they'll do a lot better on that next one.
Yeah, apart from Fiona, who just like was not bothered whatsoever about anything and just went 9 for 9. It was just like doesn't make any sense. I think she said she wants to compete again. She was just like just no nerves whatsoever. It's just she was really chilled out about it. So probably helps not to be really, really nervous, and you end up going 9 for 9. So just a good day all around, really.
Yeah. So thanks for watching our comp vlog. The next one we'll be at Fighting Fit for the next one, won't we, for the Christmas comp?
Yeah.
So we've got 2 lifters in that comp. We've got
Vicky
Dave
and
and Vicky. So we'll see you on the next one.